Banshees of Inisherin is a simple yet complex story, a tragedy disguised as a melancholic comedy that echoes on the misty cliffs of the mythical Irish island of Inisherin. It follows two lifelong friends, Colm Doherty and Pádraic Silouan, from the year 1923 during the period of the Irish Civil War. Colm, one morning, out of the blue, decides that he doesn't like Pádraic, his only friend on the island, because he is dull, and if he keeps his friendship with Pádraic, Colm won't be able to leave a legacy with his music. Pádraic, baffled by the fact that his only friend no longer liked him, refuses to give up on their friendship. The film centers on Pádraic's numerous attempts to get Colm back and Colm's horrific resistance to Pádraic, all while hearing a banshee's wail for two deaths on the island. Banshees of Inisherin may seem like a simple tale of two friends, but beneath its surface lies a labyrinth of symbolisms and metaphors that imbue the film's theme with a deeper meaning. Martin McDonagh, the mastermind behind the film, has masterfully woven the Irish Civil War into the fabric of the story, using subtle yet powerful elements to bring the past to life. The distant echoes of gunfire and the fleeting glimpses of men in uniform serve as a haunting reminder of the violence and turmoil that defined the era. The director's clever use of symbolism and metaphors brings the Civil War to the forefront of the narrative, without overwhelming the main storyline. Each tiny hint, each visual and auditory cue serves to heighten the tension and add depth to the characters and their actions. McDonagh has used the Irish Civil War like a pinch of salt, adding just the right amount to bring out the rich flavor of the film. It's a clever technique that adds layers of meaning and complexity to the story, making it all the more powerful and impactful. The film is a tribute to the past and its enduring legacy in the present. McDonagh has skillfully captured the spirit of the time and the way it still resonates in the hearts and minds of the people. The Irish Civil War was a time of great turmoil and division in the Emerald Isle. The country, which had only recently gained independence from British rule, was now torn apart by a conflict between those who supported the newly established government and those who opposed it. The war was a battle between brothers, friends, and families who found themselves on opposite sides of the conflict. It was a war fought not only with guns and bombs, but also with words and ideologies. Each side believed they were fighting for true Ireland and for the freedom and prosperity of its people. The streets of Dublin, Belfast, and other cities became battlegrounds as the opposing forces fought for control. The war was characterized by its brutality and the use of guerrilla tactics, as well as the execution of prisoners by both sides. But amidst the violence and destruction, there were also acts of heroism and sacrifice. Men and women on both sides put their lives on the line for what they believed in, and their actions helped shape the Ireland of today. McDonagh's scripted characters are a powerful exploration of the human experience during wartime. He uses the characters to tell a story about the choices and sacrifices people make and the consequences that follow. The film is a poignant reminder of the cost of war and the importance of remembering the past in order to understand the present. McDonagh masterfully uses them to convey the complexity and the humanity of the historical event. His work is an intricate, multi-layered narrative that leaves a lasting impact on the viewer. Pádraic Silouan, played by the talented and popular Colin Farrell, is a man who cherishes simple things in life. He loves spending time with his friend at the local pub, doting on his beloved sister and caring for his domesticated pets, including a miniature donkey named Jenny. In the film, Pádraic represents the class of innocent people who long for peace, people who work tirelessly every day just to put food on the table. He symbolizes the everyday people who are caught in the crossfire of political and ideological battles, for whom war is just a distant headline in the newspaper, a game played by the powerful elite. But as the film progresses, Pádraic's character undergoes a profound transformation, as he is forced to confront the harsh realities of life. He experiences the betrayal of friends and family, and the loss of loved ones to the violence and bloodshed. Pádraic's character transition in the film symbolizes the loss of innocence that so many people experience during times of war. The character of Pádraic Silouan is a powerful reminder of the human cost of war and the devastating impact it has on ordinary people. Colin Farrell's nuanced and moving performance brings Pádraic's story to life, making it all the more poignant and relatable to the viewer. Pádraic's character is a symbol of the innocent people who crave peace and friendship, and the tragedy that unfolds when it is not achieved. Brandon Gleeson's portrayal of Colm Doherty in the film is also a complex and nuanced one. Colm is a stubborn and uptight character who believes that niceness is something that people forget once a person is dead, and only a legacy lives forever. His harsh resistance to Pádraic's repeated attempts to win his friendship highlights his strong belief system and his pessimistic approach towards life. Colm's character in the film represents the artistic and rebellious class of people who have a definite vision for the future and fight for it, whether it be physically or politically. These are people who are deeply affected by the results of the war. Colm's belief system is so strong that no external force can change it, as can be seen in his refusal to give Pádraic a second chance even after his repeated attempts to befriend him. Pádraic's transition at the end of the film from a dull man to a revengeful one, who is ready to take back what Colm took from him, is the only time when Colm's view of Pádraic seems to change. Colm's unyielding attitude is a powerful commentary on the impact of war and ideology on people's lives and relationships. It represents the type of people in a war scenario who are willing to sacrifice everything, even if it means sacrificing a physical part of their body. Gleeson's portrayal of Colm is a masterful illustration of how deeply ingrained beliefs can shape a person's worldview and ultimately change the course of their lives. Another character that adds depth and complexity to the script is Barry Keoghan's portrayal of Dominic Carney. Dominic is a dim-witted boy who is considered the dimmest fellow on the island. He is a victim of child abuse by his army official father. He is lusty for women at the pub. He secretly loves Pádraic's sister without any expectations. Despite his flaws, he has a soft spot for Pádraic and his sister, and sees Pádraic as someone he would choose to live with. Dominic represents the extremely lower class of society, the uneducated people who can be easily brainwashed and lured. He symbolizes the sacrificial lambs in a war, the people who die irrespective of who wins the war. Dominic's character is a powerful reminder of how war affects the most vulnerable members of society, the ones who have the least control over their own fate. Barry Keoghan's portrayal of Dominic is both raw and nuanced. He captures the character's vulnerability and complexity, making him a relatable and sympathetic figure. Keoghan's performance is a testament to his acting range and the ability to evoke empathy in the audience for a character that could have easily been portrayed as a stereotype. Dominic's character adds a layer of social commentary to the film, highlighting the often overlooked victims of war and the importance of understanding their struggles and perspectives. Kerry Condon's portrayal of Siobhan Silouan in the film is a standout performance that adds depth and nuance to the script. Siobhan, the sister of Pádraic Silouan, is a complex character that Condon brings to life with a combination of intelligence, integrity, humor, and sadness. Siobhan has spent her entire life on the remote island of Inisherin and is desperately seeking an escape from the loneliness and boredom that surrounds her. The only thing holding her back is her deep love for her brother, Pádraic. As the madness between Pádraic and Colm rages on, Siobhan's internal conflict becomes increasingly intense as she struggles to reconcile her love for her brother with her desire to escape the island. She even confronts Colm over his treatment of her brother and is deeply affected by the sounds of bullets that are audible on the island. In the end, Siobhan makes the difficult decision to leave everything and everyone behind, including her brother, in order to seek a better life. Siobhan's character in the film is also a book reader, which symbolizes the intellectual class of society. These are the people who believe that escaping from a dangerous situation is the only sensible thing that could benefit themselves and the people around them. They are non-violent, loving, and caring people who do not believe in people-pleasing. Condon's portrayal of Siobhan is a powerful and distinct performance that adds depth and complexity to the film and highlights the human cost of war on innocent people. The character of the Banshee, played by Sheila Flitton as Mrs. McCormick, holds a significant symbolic value in the film. She is the one who wails about 2 deaths on the island, which symbolically represents the death of Pádraic's innocence and his friendship with Colm. The word banshees, which appears in the film's title, is extremely important in Irish culture. A banshee is a female spirit in Irish folklore who is said to wail or scream when someone is about to die. It is often depicted as a ghostly woman dressed in white, and her wail is said to be a sign of impending death. In Ireland, it is considered to be a harbinger of death and is often associated with the death of a family member. The belief in banshees is most commonly found in Irish folklore and is still a part of Irish culture today. The title of the film, Banshees of Inisherin, implies that there is more than one banshee on the island. While Mrs. McCormick is the only banshee visually present in the film, McDonagh has cleverly added another banshee whose wail can be heard throughout the film. This banshee is the war itself, and the audible sound of gunfire from the mainland serves as its haunting wail of death. This use of symbolism in the film highlights the destructive impact of war on innocent people and how it can take away their innocence and their lives. The banshee serves as a powerful metaphor for the devastating consequences of war and the human cost it brings. It is a reminder that the war not only destroys lives, but also the very essence of what makes us human. Martin McDonagh has masterfully used animals in his film as both character representations and symbols. The miniature donkey belonging to Pádraic and the dog belonging to Colm both serve as powerful symbols of the unwavering kindness we have towards animals. Despite the growing tension and hostility between Pádraic and Colm, both men would never intentionally hurt each other's animals. McDonagh's clever use of these animals in the film serves to highlight the destructive nature of war and how it can blur even the most established rules of kindness. The animals serve as a reminder that the casualties of war often go beyond what is intended, and that war has a way of pushing people to do things they never thought they were capable of. This symbolization of animals in the film adds a layer of commentary on the destructive nature of war and how it can have a profound impact on people and the society they live in. Martin McDonagh is a talented writer and director known for his unique style and powerful storytelling. He is a master of blending dark humor, social commentary, and complex characters to create thought-provoking and critically acclaimed films. Before transitioning to the film industry, McDonagh started his career as a writer and won multiple prizes for his work. He received an Academy Award nomination for Best Original Screenplay for his critically acclaimed and financially successful feature film debut, In Bruges, starring Colin Farrell and Gleeson. After achieving success with that film, he went on to direct 7 Psychopaths and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, the latter of which earned him nominations for Best Original Screenplay and Best Picture at the Academy Awards. McDonagh's writing is regularly lauded for its incisive humor and capacity to approach difficult subjects like war, violence, and the human condition in a distinctive and captivating way. He has a talent for creating likable characters with flaws that people can identify with. Audiences are frequently moved to tears and provoked to think by McDonagh's work, which leaves a lasting impression. He is renowned for his distinctive style, which combines social critique and dark comedy to create films that are both enjoyable and thought-provoking. He carefully selects and directs the cast of his movies to ensure that they give powerful performances that bring the plot to life. Martin McDonagh is an accomplished writer and director whose work has established him as one of the most distinctive and provocative voices in modern cinema. His movies aren't only enjoyable, they also have a profound effect on viewers, which makes them a potent mirror of human nature and the society we live in. Thank you for watching our review, and we hope you enjoyed our analysis of this powerful and thought-provoking film. Let us know your perception of the film in the comments and which other films you would like to see us review in the future. And don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button to show your support and encourage us to make more great content like this. We appreciate your feedback and look forward to hearing your thoughts on this and other films. Until next time, happy viewing!